Hi, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Have you ever said, I'll move out, start that business, get married, or have kids when I'm financially stable? What does financial stability mean? The phrase financial stability is honestly the most ambiguous phrase when you're dealing with personal finance. We all act like it means the same thing from person to person, but it doesn't and it shouldn't. We all have different circumstances, mindsets, and goals, so it would make sense that financial stability is different for you and I. In this video, I'll share with you a situation I came across the other day that more concretely illustrates how ambiguous the term financial stability really is. And I'll help you define financial stability in your own life with 4 questions. My name's KT, and this is Simple Living with KT, the place where we talk about the issues facing our lives in a simple and mindful way. Please like this video and leave me a comment on what it means for you to be financially stable. Recently, I was scrolling online and found a woman asking other ladies if she should ask her boyfriend to get married because he says he wants to get financially stable first. But this woman, as she replied to the comments, shared that she doesn't know exactly what he's waiting for because she doesn't know what financially stable really means. At the end of the day, I cannot answer that for her, but I did ask her to ask her boo because that is a real conversation that many couples just aren't having, and it shows. He could want to be earning more money so that he can fit the role of what a provider means to him. He could have debt he's trying to deal with before he gets a whole other person involved. Or maybe for whatever reason, he just isn't ready to get married and use that term as an excuse because that's what he's heard online. Hopefully she has that conversation so they can be on the same page, but I share this story to illustrate how nondescript the term financial stability is. It's different for everyone, and understanding what your goals are and what your partner's goals are is important to move toward that future of financial stability. Here are a few questions to ask yourself and perhaps your partner to help you figure out where you are on the path to financial stability. These questions build off of one another as if you're climbing a staircase and you have to meet the minimum requirements of each step before you keep moving on. Really quick, check out the link in the description of this video to check out my course, Abundance in a Budget. It's free and it's designed to help you take control of your finances so that your budget reflects the life you want and the goals that you have. When you click the link, you'll get access to my community where I share the course. And with that, let's get into these questions. Number 1, are your basic needs met with the income you currently have? This is housing, food, transportation, utilities, and clothing, and probably some other things. You need these to survive. If you're worrying about any of those things, it's hard to focus on other things that create more financial responsibilities. Number 2, do you have a plan to get out of debt? I'm not going to have the argument on good and bad debt here. I'm going to talk about the power of having as much cash flow available as you can in the next video. So be sure to subscribe so you get that video. What I do want you to hear from me once is that debt is robbing you from having more options and being able to reach more of your financial goals. And that's for most people. In this type of hustle culture that's prevalent in the zeitgeist today, debt is rarely seen as an issue, but clearly for most Americans it is. And number 3, are you able to make long-term financial goals? This would include things like saving for an emergency, paying for a vacation, or moving forward with additional financial responsibilities like having a wedding or a child. If you don't believe you're able to do those things, then it's time to dig deeper as to why and what you can do to change your situation. If you're working on these goals, we already know that at the very least, you have enough money to cover your necessary basic needs. If you're not able to move forward with any other financial responsibilities, it could be that you need to find a way to make more money, that you need to optimize what you're doing with your money with a budget, or maybe you're just not sure how to start preparing for your goals. And number 4, the last question is also about the future. Are you able to plan for the future? Ask yourself, what are you planning for? I know I mentioned things that have to do with the future like weddings and children, but I'm going to go more long term, like investing and retirement, and possibly helping your children pay for college. These things have historically been pushed to the back burner with many Americans because 1, we didn't normalize saving for or understanding retirement income, and 2, many of us have the false assumption that our 401k and Social Security payments will be all that we need in our later years. My husband and I had to answer these questions for ourselves and took action on what we uncovered about ourselves and our goals. That has allowed us to pay off over $53,000 of debt, quit unfulfilling jobs, buy a house, and so much more. Really take the time to explore these questions. You might find something new out about yourself. And if you've been looking for ways to budget and it hasn't been sticking, be sure to check out the link in the description for my free course, Abundance in a Budget, where you learn about getting your mind in line with your money goals. Leave me a comment below and be sure to like this video, letting me know if there's any question you have on your own financial journey or words of encouragement for anyone looking to start theirs today. Doing so will help this video get out to more people who need to see it, and please feel free to subscribe to get notified when I post next. My goal is to post at least 2 videos a month on personal finance and living a simple and mindful life. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, remember to make the decisions that support the life you want. Bye for now.